Hi, I am Syed Rashid. You are watching Ahlebeth High School and Junior College YouTube channel. Welcome to my video to all students as well as viewers. Today just we are continuing physics, okay, like class 11th we can say, and you can say this as inter first year also, and our chapter number like 13, and the name of the chapter as you can see is nothing but thermodynamic, and we are in part number 2. We have already come across with part number 1, and in this part we will going to learn like state second law of thermodynamic, how heat engine is different from refrigerator. First of all, what is the first law of thermodynamic? First law of thermodynamic usually says that energy neither be created nor destroyed, just it can transform from one form to another form. Same case, so here also energy in sense we can say heat, okay, heat neither be create nor be destroy, but it can change one form to another form we can say. Now I am creating few situation for you. One situation is if I am keeping two bodies in thermal contact, okay, one body is at 100 degree temperature and another body is at 0 degree temperature, and they are in thermal contact. What happened to the body? These two bodies, say body A, body B, after few time or few seconds or few minutes, the heat from the hotter bodies is flows to the cooler body, and finally these two body might maintain a thermal equilibrium at you can say it might be both are like 50 degree and 50 degrees, isn't it? Same case, if I want to transfer this 50 degree heat to that 50 degree, and I want the reverse process, that again body has to be, both bodies had 100 degree temperature and 0 degree temperature. Is it possible naturally? So as per the natures, and naturally it is not possible that heat again it will go to this point. It may come like 100 degree, 0 degree to 50 degree, but it will not going reverse like 100 degree and 0 degree naturally. If we want to do means we need to do some we need to do forcefully, but naturally it cannot be happen. This is thermodynamics second law says. We can say that, and for thermodynamic second law different scientists has given different statements, and in our inter first year like thermodynamic we have statements of two main scientists, that is Kelvin Planck statement and Celsius statement. These two statements we need to remember related to the second law of thermodynamics. And one more thing I would like to give the example related to the thermodynamic second law is nothing but it is a very big relation between like heat and work done. This law is the describing related to the work done and heat. What is the description related to this? What happened means, if there is an work done, heat compulsory, but if there is an heat, it is not compulsory, work done maybe may not be. How? I will tell you the example. If I am like keeping my palm together and doing work, okay, by doing work heat is coming out, or we can say that heat generate. With the help of work done, heat we can generate, but with the help of heat it is not compulsory there will be a work done or not. To explain the relation heat and work done, I am writing two simple statements or simple lines here, as you can see. All work done creates heat, but all heat may or may not creates like work done. Example for this is, if I am rubbing palm together, okay, there will be a creation of heat, okay, but if I am keeping this palm near the flame, my hand may move or may not move, okay. This is not compulsory that my hand should be moved. It will be heated, but it cannot be displaced or move, okay. So this after writing second law of thermodynamic you can write these 2 points, okay, and after that I will give you the statements related to the two scientists which is available in our like intermediate first year physics. One scientist like Kelvin, okay, here Kelvin, this is an statement famous as Kelvin Planck's statement related to second law of thermodynamic. So it says no process is possible whose sole result is absorption of heat from a reversible and complete conversion of heat in the work done. That means it is not compulsory or it is not possible that in the result all the heat should be absorbed from reversible and complete conversion of heat into work done. That means if I am if I want to like cook something, okay, I will going to on my gas stove or my induction, whatever it may be, okay, that heat will going to touch my utensils first. After in the utensils what I keep rice or curry, whatever it will be like what happen, it may be become heat or hot, but the amount of heat which is releasing from my gas stove or the amount of heat which is releasing from my like you can say whatever it may be, like micro waves or anything, the device which I am using, or in olden days there will be an coal for cooking and many things which we have with us for cooking. So the heat which is coming from this gas STO, we stove flame or microwave, it will go to my utensils, okay. After, it is not compulsory that all the heat which is like going to the utensils, it will be utilized. Some amount of heat might be like wasted or going out to the environment. This Kelvin Planck's statement says. Hope you understood, and you will understand this statement more and more when we are doing this topic like heat engine. So next scientist we have with us like CLAUSIUS, Cassius statement. He is also given one statement related to the second law of thermodynamic. No process is possible whose sole result is the transform of heat from a cooler object to the hotter object. Just now I have given one example here that it is not possible that transferring of heat from cooler object to hotter object. So this Cassius statement says, that means the heat is flow from hotter to cooler, but it is not possible to transfer heat from cooler to hotter. These two statements I will going to put on your screen once I explain this complete answer. Now we will going to start our next topic and very important, that is heat engine. For second law of thermodynamic, you need to remember few things. This second law of thermodynamic is nothing but it is the relation like between, we can say, heat and work done, and for that just you can remember two statements like all work done creates heat, but all heats may or may not creates work done. First, this is the statement of a general thing or general related to the thermodynamic. Next, two more scientists has given few statements related to the thermodynamic that I will going to place on your screen once I explain. But the concept of thermodynamic is like between heat and work done, we can say, or the transferring of heat from hotter body to cooler body, or transferring of heat to source and going to the environment, like this we can say. So two scientists has their statements. One scientist is saying that if we have any heat source or energy source and we want the work to be done from that heat, it is not possible or compulsory that all the heat to be utilized or used in our work done itself. The some amount of heat may be wasted or releases in the environment. This Kelvin Planck's statement says, whereas Cassius statement says that it is not possible to transfer heat from cooler like object or cooler body to hotter body. Now the time to learn about the heat engine. So first of all, what is heat engine? Okay. Now I am writing one small statement related to the heat engine. As you can see, heat engine is a device, DEVICE, device which converts CONVERTS, converts HEAT, heat, into work done, we can say, into work. This is the heat engine's principle, we can say, the principle of heat engine. Now heat engine consists of usually three things. One is we have source, okay, the source from which the heat is generated, SOURCE, source, and one is the object or the thing on which the heat is applied, that is HE. Here we can say, here HE is nothing but heat where we need. And one more thing we have with us in that process like sink. Sink is nothing but here sink is a lower body, like lower temperature body. Now these three things consist of in heat engine. I will give you the normal example related to our vehicles. We are using usually bike, car, motors, train, whatever it may be. The concept in our bike engine, we have one bike, and in that we have one source. Source is nothing but we can say that from where we will get the heat. The source is nothing but we can say petrol or any fuel, from where we are getting heat, and this heat, this petrol heats will going to carburetor. After carburetor it will go to the engine and our engine runs. But it is not compulsory that all the heat which is coming from the source is used to run our vehicle. Some amount of heat is wasted or it is ejected or from the vehicle. This heat ejection is taken by like sink, we can say it is a cooler body. Now I am supposing I am explaining this complete thing, listen carefully. Source, what is source? It is a body which has higher temperature T1. It is thermal capacity of infinity, hence the working substance extracts the heat Q1 from this body without any change in the temperature. Here we are getting like Q1 heat at temperature T1, we can say, isn't it? Next, working substance, that is here He is nothing but we can say this is WORKING, working, SUBSTANCE, substance. This is a working substance. So it absorbs certain amount of heat from the source and converts a part of it into work done and reject the remaining heat to the sink in steam engine. The working substance is steam, and in diesel engine the working substance is the mixture of fuel, vapors and air. So here working substance or work done place here is nothing but it is a body absorbs certain amount of temperature and converted this like part of heat into work done, and the remaining thing it will be rejected to the sink and it will go to the sink. The remaining amount of heat will be go to the sink, and we have two examples in our text, like the working substance in steam engine. We have one steam engine olden days. In steam engine the working substance we have like steam, whereas if we have diesel engine, like it is speaking about the trains. In diesel engine the working substance is a mixture of fuel, vapor and air. Same case we can say in our bikes. In our bikes the working substance is nothing but mixture of petrol and vapor and few gases. This is the working substance. And what about sink? The heat Q1 is taken from the source and it is used to work done a part of heat, but that heat again, the heat which is used we can say like Q2 amount of heat is used here. The remaining heat is going outside or ejected, and the temperature at this point it will be like T2, we can say it is the T2. So sink is nothing but it is a body which is at lower temperature T2 and it's contain a lower temperature compared to the source. It thermal capacity is infinity, and it absorbs the heat Q2 reject by the working substance without any change in the temperature, and this substance is absorbed the more amount of heat and rejected by the work done substances without any change in temperature. Its temperature like T2 itself, its temperature is like T1 itself. So work done by the heat engine usually given by W, work done is equals to, we are taken Q1 amount of heat, okay, but we use Q2 amount of heat and the remaining heat is goes wasted. So here in work done given in the heat engine or the work done by heat engine is nothing but W is equals to Q1 minus Q2. So this is the related to the heat engine working. We have three things: source, working substance and sink, and the final work done we have with this. Now we have one more thing related to this like heat engine, that is nothing but efficiency. That is how much of efficiency it engines has. Efficiency of heat engine, HEAT, heat ENGINE. And make sure all the student and viewers, the efficiency of heat engine will not be 100%. Efficiency is nothing but if we are taking a fuel and we are using that fuel in few amounts, the fuel will use in 50%, 60% and 70%, whatever it may be, but the remaining fuel will be going wasted. So any heat engine cannot has efficiency 100%, or in fraction we can say that 1 or 1. So any heat engine, never, it will not happen. NEVER, it is not possible. It may be like 50% or 60%, whatever, or in fraction we can say like 0.5%, 0.6%, like this in fraction we can say. So this is the heat engine. And how heat engine, the efficiency of heat engine usually given by like W is equals to, so the efficiency of heat engine is given by like this symbol, efficiency is equals to W by Q1. Okay, and this efficiency is equals to W. What we have W with us, like Q1 minus Q2 is equals to Q1. Now I am separating this Q1 by Q1 minus Q2 by Q1. Here Q1 get cancelled. Final efficiency we have with us like 1 minus Q2 by Q1. So this is the efficiency of heat engine. Very important questions related to the JEE mains and NEET for BPC students. Like what is the efficiency of heat engine? It may given not so easy question. It will given like some efficiency of heat engine is the amount of heat release in the engine is something, it will given Q1, and something it will given like Q2, and it will ask you find the efficiency of the engine, or else it will give the efficiency and Q2 you have to find Q1. Like these questions it will be rotating in the JEE mains, MSET or NEET. And for IP level it will directly ask you state second law of thermodynamics, how heat engine works and its efficiency. Here I did not write and its efficiency, how like refrigerator is different from heat engine. This many questions might ask in intermediate public examination level. So hope you understand related to the heat engine. And efficiency of heat engine is very easy. Efficiency of heat engine is nothing but, here we can say efficiency and we can say symbol is equals to W by Q1. We know that W is nothing but Q1 minus Q2 by Q1 is exactly. Now I am separating the fraction Q1 by Q1 minus Q2 by Q1. Here Q1 get cancelled, we remains like 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Now we will going to learn like working of refrigerator, or how refrigerator is different from heat engine. All the student and viewers, this question I think I have learned in my BSc physics. I really remember like working of refrigerator. At that time it was asking in 4 marks related to the working of refrigerator, and we were very much interested to know that how refrigerator works. So this is one of the question might repeat in your like pure sciences if you are taking to BSc physics, or else it might be in engineering physics. Now we have a basic concept. Now intermediate second year we have not intermediate second year, like intermediate first year itself we have a very brief topic related to the working of refrigerator. And if you understand this topic here itself, means it will be really easy for your higher educations related to the physics. Now all the student and viewers, just now I said that if we have two bodies with us, like hotter body and colder body, heat is transferred from hotter body to colder body easily. But what if we have same temperature with us, or here we have 50 degree, here also we have 50 degrees same, or else we can say that in refrigerator there is an temperature maintaining, like in normal refrigerator it will be nearly 5 degrees or 4 degrees or below 5, and whereas in the freezer we have below 0 degree also temperature, because in freezer we need ice cubes, okay, whereas in freeze the temperature might be very lesser than 4 degree or 3 degree, but our surrounding temperature might be, it will depending upon the like region. And in our where I am living, like Hyderabad, in my Hyderabad usually the temperature in the normal seasons like easily in between 25 to 35 degree, whereas in summer it may reach to the more than 40 also. But easily we can say that in our surrounding the temperature might be in between 25 to 35 degrees, isn't it? But these degrees have to convert it into two different things. It will be below 4 degree or it will be 0 for freezer type. So here we have to do a force, or we need to apply some force on this, so that it will convert it into 4 degree or 0 degree. So this is only the process of refrigerator. How refrigerator work means I will tell you. It is the reversible heat engine work in reverse direction. It maintains the temperature of a space below that the surrounding the schematic arrangement of refrigerator is shown. Like I will going to tell you, we have one this hot heat reservoir we have with us, RESI. Like we have here heat reservoir and it has constant temperature, say T1, and we have one more cold reservoir with us, and this cold, 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 RESER, okay, VIVOIR reservoir, and it will maintain constant temperature like T2, and we have here to be work done. How work done taken? Here we are taking Q1 amount of heat and we are supplying Q2 amount of heat here, and some amount of heat might be wasted in between, or else whatever you say. So here the process is reverse. Here like T1 is hotter heat body, and it will goes to some we can say working substance. There will be some work in that, so that its heat become cooler and cooler, and it will supply to the cold reservoir T2. How this working takes place? Listen carefully. The working substance extracts an amount of heat Q2. It will extract the amount of heat Q2 from the cold reservoir at temperature T2 and reject an amount of heat Q1 to the hotter reservoir at temperature T1. An external work is done on the working substance. So work done by the refrigerator, same it is given by the work done by the refrigerator is nothing but W is equals to Q1 minus Q2. Here we have like coefficient performance of refrigerator is nothing but alpha is equals to Q2 by W. So it will be like Q2 by what is W we have with us? Q1 minus Q2. So this is the coefficient of performance of refrigerator we can see. So this is the important topics we have covered in this session, like second law of thermodynamic, working of heat engine and its principle, and working of refrigerator. I am going to place this complete topics on your screen. You can go through and make sure that you need to write these topics and remember also. Just if you read once or twice, surely you will going to understand. Need not to modify or mug up. Okay. Now the time to see complete topics on your screen. Hope you have saw the topics related to our today's session. Make sure that you need to write this topic and remember also, and try to browse different readers, and you can browse different materials to know more related to this. But the thing I am placing on your screen, that is enough for you. Need not to put more effort. So I am Syed Rashid. You are watching Ahlebeth Aspirant Junior College YouTube channel. We will going to continue same like thermodynamic part number 3. Our part number 2 is completed now. In our next session, have a great time. Take care. Thank you.